Hello, everyone. Today we will talk about the present simple question form. The present simple is used to talk about facts, habits, routines, and things that are always or usually true. What's a question? A question is something you say to someone to get more information about something. So, we already know that the present simple is used for habits and routines, facts and general truths, permanent situations, timetables and schedules. So when we want to ask things about that, we ask questions. So how do we make a question in in the present simple? So the first thing you need to know is that you add, wait, that's very thick. You add do or does. And it depends on the pronoun that we have. So we add do if we have I, you, we, and they, and we add does if we have he, she, and it. It's something very important that you may not see the pronouns like that. You may have to infer the pronouns. So it could be that they tell you the name of a female, the name of a woman. So my name is Camila. So let's say a sentence is Camila walks to the park. So that's a she. Camila walks to the park. She walks to the park. Okay. So does Camila walk to the park? That's a question. So we use the do or does plus the subject, which can be a pronoun or a name or the name of an object in case of it, or the name of a person. Then we add the base verb. So as you know, in the present simple, we change the verb in he, she, and it. For example, the verb walk becomes walks. So he walks to the office. But when we ask a question, it will be does he walk, not walks, to the office? Examples are do you live here? Does she speak English? In this one, does she speak English? In a sentence, it will be she speaks English with an S at the end. An S at the end of the verb. But we delete that, we eliminate that, we go back to the base verb to make the question. So let's do some exercises. So the first one is you live near here. So what is the very first thing we need to add? If you guess it was do or does, you will be correct. So how do we know which one to use? We go back to the little text we have here and we check the pronoun. We have the pronoun you. So you pairs with do. Okay? So we say do you plus the verb live and then the rest of the sentence near here. The question sign, it's very important because if we don't have a question sign, then how are we making the question? The question sign lets people know that we are making a question. How will you change that into the spoken form? So when you ask a question, you do a little bit of intonation. So for example, you live here. That's a statement. But when you ask a question, you say, do you live here? You change the intonation. If you probably notice that in your original language, your native language? Did you change the intonation when you have a question? So, something else that I want you to note is that the verb live, if it was a different pronoun that's not you, if it was he, she, or it, then the statement will be he lives here. Lives. So in that case, we go back to the base verb once we make the question. So I want you to keep that in mind when you make the other sentences, okay? So I'll give you 3 seconds. So she works in an office. They like coffee. He plays the guitar. We start work at 9. In 3 seconds, remember you can pause it at any moment. I will give you the answer. 1, 2, 3. Very well, these are the answers. Do you live near here? Does she work in an office? Do they like coffee? Does he play the guitar? Do we start work at 9? So if your answers are the same, then congratulations. If not, then thank you for the effort. You can go back to rewatch the explanation and hopefully you can get it right. So thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one. Remember to give me a like, a subscribe, and a comment. I will read the comments and I will reply to you. So thank you.